We live in an interesting world where most of the people have some kind of social media account. The initial idea of social media was to connect family and friends, a perfect idea in this globalized world. But as social media landscape started to evolve in all possible directions, our behaviors started to change. This story is about me, why I left Instagram and TikTok, how I felt about it, and how it changed my life. It has become a normal thing for me to start scrolling through Instagram or TikTok as soon as I got 1 free minute, because someone might send me a message, because someone might like my photo that I published and I didn't even publish it that often, because someone might comment on something that I needed to respond immediately. I have never had this kind of addictive relationship with social media, but over the last few years, somehow I found myself in this trap. The fear of missing out was just too strong. But it was definitely not an addiction, or maybe it was an addiction, but just as any addict, I didn't want to admit it. Maybe it was an addiction after all. At one point, it became too overwhelming to be connected and to have all this flow of information poured at me. I simply became too informed about everyone's lives. And as a result of that, I started to get concentration issues and focus issues. And I didn't even have these kinds of problems before. I have never had problems with concentration. I have started to compare myself to others, even if I know that it's useless to compare myself with anyone else, because we all have different paths in our lives. There are 8 billion people on this planet, and it's impossible for everyone to have the same journey as everyone else. Yet somehow I started to compare myself with others, and some kind of posts just hit too hard on me, even if it wasn't just targeted at me, but somehow I felt that it was bad for me. And it wasn't even about envy. I just started to feel like I am too late with many parts of my life. And let's be honest, even if we say that we don't care that much, we still do. And even if we don't want to compare ourselves to others, we still do compare ourselves to others. But I guess the question is really, how much do I really care about the differences between me and others that I see on social media? How important it's that for me and for my life. Sometimes I care, sometimes I don't, but of course I try to not care that much. So after thinking about all these emotions, all these feelings, and reflecting how I was feeling, in mid February 2022, I decided to quit Instagram and, for that matter, TikTok. And if you have been on this channel for some time, you know that last year in 2022 in February, I started a Salesforce course at AW Academy Sweden. And I knew that I wouldn't be able to complete this course if I would be sitting on Instagram and scrolling all my free time. And I didn't even have free time during these 3 months, because it was a very intensive course and it required a lot of effort, a lot of studying, a lot of power and energy. And I knew that if I want to complete this course and do something with my life, I need to get off from Instagram. My initial plan was to quit it for 3 months during that course, but somehow I felt so good without it that unplanned I decided to prolong until I felt I was ready to go back. And I must say that in the beginning it was very hard when I deleted Instagram, because somehow my hands and my fingers, they just automatically wanted to reach out to the phone, and my fingers wanted to automatically press on the place on the screen where Instagram and TikTok were placed. And that was very hard, and hard to understand how many times per day we automatically go and reach out to the phone just to scroll through Instagram. Now, I need to do the disclaimer. During that year, I logged into Instagram 2 times. The first time is because I have a Ukrainian friend and we all know what is happening in Ukraine now. So when the war started, I was already off from Instagram and I reached out to her on Messenger. She didn't respond. I sent messages several times. She didn't respond. I sent her SMS. She didn't respond. I called her. She didn't respond. And I knew that for me, the only way to reach out to her and ask about her family, she's from Western Ukraine, is to go to Instagram and see even if she's posting something. So when I went to Instagram, I saw that she was posting something and that she was okay. The other reason why I logged in is because I have a Nepali friend, Sushma. She has been on this channel a couple of times. She got married in April 2022 and her wedding was in Nepal. Initially, I was invited to that wedding as well, but unfortunately, because of my Salesforce course, I couldn't attend it. It would be just too hard. So when I knew that she posted all the photos of Instagram, not like during her wedding days, but when she posted all her photos, I chose like one time slot, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I went on Instagram to check the photos from the wedding, and then I logged out again and deleted the Instagram. At the time of filming, I have been away from Instagram for 1 year, and I can tell you that the world didn't end. On the contrary, my life changed a lot. I was able to complete the Salesforce course at AW Academy. I changed my career within 3 months, exactly as academic work was promising. I was able to find my own rental apartment and move out from my parents. And of course, I met my boyfriend. I partially think that the reason why we got together with him, partially because it was right time and right place, but also because I wasn't constantly on Instagram scrolling day in and day out. Today, 1 year later, I feel more healed, I feel more free, and I feel that I am not that addicted to Instagram and TikTok that anymore. So I feel like I'm ready, I'm even ready to go back to the app and to start seeing what is happening in the world and to start seeing what is happening with my friends, because I have been completely out from all this noise and I have no idea what is happening. So now when I go back to Instagram, I hope that I will not find myself in this trap again. And even if I do find myself in this trap, I feel like I know that I can quit it and don't go back, because if I have done it once, I can do it twice. And also, my Ukrainian friend, she decided to leave Sweden for 1 year to travel around the world, and she's gonna work from abroad 1 month in each country. And for me, the only way to connect with her will be through Instagram, and also it will be a nice way to see where she is in the world, what she's doing. So that was my short story of me leaving Instagram, how I was feeling about that, what was my challenges, and yeah, I guess this is my little announcement that I'm going back to Instagram. So if you have an Instagram account and you feel like you want to follow me, here is my Instagram. Follow me. If you don't have an Instagram, that is great for you. Congratulations. This might be the best decision of your life. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.